In this video, we're going to show you 3 different ways to connect your computer to a set of studio monitors or powered speakers. It doesn't matter if your computer is a PC or Mac, and it doesn't matter if you have a set of entry-level or more professional grade powered studio monitors for your home office or workstation, wherever you are. This video will be the guide that you're looking for. Now, if you are looking for pricing or specs for anything that you see in this video, we do have links down in the description below where you can find the speakers, the stands, the cables, everything that we talk about from a variety of online retailers to make sure that you are getting the best price possible. Now, before we show you how to connect to these studio monitors, I do just want to say one note about cable length. It is always surprising to me how much cable it takes to connect things that are relatively close together. The amount of times that I've tried to cheap out and buy a 6-foot cable to run to various items on my desk and come up a couple inches short has been countless. I do recommend, if you're buying any of the cables or adapters or solutions in this video, that you go with a 10-foot version. I think you will be more happy and it will allow you to make cleaner cable runs, and you will always get to the speaker that's on your desk with a 10-foot cable. So the first way that we're going to show you is we're going to pretend that this entry-level studio monitor here is your studio monitor that you have at your desk. With entry-level studio monitors, something like this is pretty common. You'll have a pair of inputs, the left and right. You'll typically have 1/4 inch or RCA, sometimes just RCA, and then you'll have a pair of speaker wire that you can connect to your second speaker. It'll automatically take that right output of the speaker, send it over the speaker wire to your right speaker, and it'll keep the signal for the left side on the left speaker here. So with something like this, the first way that we're going to show you is by taking the headphone jack output of your computer and converting that to RCA. So here you can see that we have a stereo headphone jack right here, and it converts it to RCA. Something like this would work really well for an entry-level studio speaker like the one that I have here. So we can take the headphone jack and plug it into our computer, PC or Mac, anything with the headphone jack, this will work. Then of the two that we have left, the red always goes to the right side and the black always goes to the left side. Sometimes you might have white as the second one. It doesn't really matter. Red just always goes to the right side. Plug that in. Then we can turn the studio monitor on. Then we can hit play and turn up the volume from our computer. And you can hear that that works well. Now this cable here, if it was connected to your other pair, it would just continue and take the right side, and then you'd have your stereo image. Now the second way that we're going to show you is for a more high-end studio speaker here. If you have 1/4 inch jacks on it, you can use a cable like this one, and this will take the headphone jack out of your computer here, and it will take it to a 1/4 inch cable, which is a little bit higher end of a jack than an RCA cable, and it will get it to your speaker. So we're going to plug this in now. So we plug that in the headphone jack. Now here is where most of these cables, you can just tear them apart and split them. So you'd run the red one to your right side and the black one to your left side. Here we're just going to connect one for the simplicity of the video, but do know that it does give you the left and right jack with a cable like this. You just run them to the respective speakers. So I'm going to plug the black one into this. And then I can turn the volume up on my computer. And you can hear that that's working. So both of these solutions will work for you, but I did tell you that there's a third solution. The third solution is quite a step up in quality for a variety of reasons. We have another video that goes into the depth of why it's worth the cost. But the third way that you can use to connect all of this together is by using a dedicated audio interface. A dedicated audio interface is really common with a home recording studio. It gives you microphone and instrument level inputs, so you can record guitar or vocal mics or a variety of different instruments. But more than that, on the back you get a set of balanced outputs. These balanced outputs do help give you a more high quality sound. They reject more noise than an unbalanced cable like what we've used in this. The cables that we've used in the first two methods are totally fine, but there is a small chance in a live electrical environment, somewhere where you have a lot of monitors, power bars, power equipment, all that type of stuff, you can get a little bit of electric interference in the signal over these cables, but by having a balanced audio cable, like what comes out of an audio interface, a purpose-built device like this, will give you a little bit better quality and more connectivity options. So to make a solution like this work, you can just connect a USB cable to it. We do have links and recommendations on various audio interfaces if you're looking for something like that. And then here you can use a balanced 1/4-inch jack. This is a little bit different than the 1/4-inch jack that we used here. They both fit, but this one is a little bit different. We do have a video linked down below where we explain the difference, but this is a little bit better in rejecting noise. We can connect that, and then we can connect the other end to the same 1/4-inch jack, but now we're using a balanced 1/4-inch cable. Then we can turn up the volume on the computer, and we get a volume control on the audio interface itself. That's another big perk of going with something like this, is that you do get a nice big volume knob for your monitor. I use that so much when I'm working with studio monitors like this, so this thing is really helpful. But it all depends on your budget. Sometimes it's just easier to go with a cheap cable like what I showed you in the first two methods, and some people are building up a home studio and they eventually want something like an audio interface to drive all their high-end audio equipment. That's when I would recommend that you spend the extra money to get something like this. So to sum it up, you have 3 good options to connect your computer to your studio monitors. You can go from your headphone jack to the RCA inputs on the back of your speaker. You can go from the headphone jack to the 1/4-inch inputs on the back of your speaker, or you can use a dedicated audio interface that will give you some more high-end options, like you can use balanced audio cables, you get a dedicated volume knob, you get more connectivity, like adding microphones and instruments to your computer much easier, and this would really manage all the audio inputs and outputs of your computer if you're wanting to go for that high-end option, or if you're eventually building up to something like a home studio so you can do podcasting, live streaming, or high-end video conferencing. You will need a device like this anyway, so you can use this to manage your studio monitors for you. If you have any questions about anything that you've seen in this video, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Again, if you are looking for pricing or specs, we have a bunch of links down in the description below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.